Ooh, I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree. I'm now in your possession like apostrophe. Ooh, enough with all the talking, I just told her say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Ooh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right, dirty like a food fight. You been working all day, load it up in 2 nights. Do more, do more, do more, do more. Ooh, I tell her, and she gon' work that round. I'ma mess around and drown when she drop that down. No more phone be blowing up, I like not right now. Oh, I swear that she in next the way she work that mouth. Whoa, automatic cause she move, she be cousin static. I be straight up like an addict, might become an addict. Now I gotta have it, had enough with all the moves, yeah, move here. Ooh, let me grab it now, I'm on 1 year. Now I'm not done yet, told her wait right here. I'll be back 1 sec, this is just time out, this is not no way. Go and grab that friend, and you know what's next, stay. You been rockin' with an all-star, baby, and I know you coming early like a five-star, baby. Packing out the seat, this ain't no hostile, baby, and they know me in the city like a mob star. Ooh, I tell her get low, gon' rock with me. You gon' mess around now and get a shopping spree. I'm now in your possession like apostrophe. Ooh, enough with all the talking, I just told her say less and do more, do more, do more, do more. Ooh, I tell her do more, do more, do more, do more. Go ahead, set the mood right, dirty like a food fight. You been working all day, load it up in 2 nights. Do more, do more, do more, do more. Ooh, I tell her, work that mouth.
Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Yeah, I need it now, told him on the lay. I've been moving dog, yeah, I'm on the way. I don't hear the talk, don't care what they say. I don't got no patience, I can't ever wait. I've been trying to get it, running up all these digits, and I've been in the gym. I've been up doing minutes, I just put in that work. Told them it's strictly business, and I see through the face. They all just burning bridges. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Yeah, they don't want it done like I want it, dog. Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going down the list, checking numbers off. I was checking on your numbers, told them something's off. I was at the bottom, now you know I'm climbing. Now they sending deals, they know I ain't signing. They been trying to sell it, they know I ain't buying. When they send a text, dog, I ain't replying. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Morant, need a triple-double. Told him check the stats, yeah, I got a couple. I don't drop the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell.
Look what's next for me, Joe. I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the f is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Space shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test, now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, I can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the So nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand, like, you know, on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On the road, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and she is pumping, Mafia. Bitcoin is getting a bit of a rip to the upside, and shout out to anybody watching the live stream on Friday night. Tony D, what was the thumbnail on Friday night? Guys, don't ever trade thumbnails, but we do low-key. I pride myself on only putting things in the thumbnails that have actual information backing them. They're not meant to be predictions. If you see 70K incoming, especially if there's a question mark, it's just supposed to let you guys know what we're looking at in the video. But guys, Tony D, what was that thumbnail? Because I think it said something about a breakout. And guys, we did get that breakout. Now, this was not 100% certainty, but as you guys know, I had a very, very specific plan as we were getting the continued move down when we got the rejection from about 66,350, looking for a price to continue down to about 59K with a potential final move to $57,000 to $58,000. But on Friday, we were seeing some mixed signals on the chart as market cipher B's money flow started to come back to the upside. And we're talking about how, hey, you can't just stick to your plan because you're expecting something to happen. You have to take the new information on the chart. So we talked about the potential bullish case and that breakout based off the specific signals on the chart, not just because we felt bullish or we thought it was meme season or whatever they talk about out there. But we were looking at some very specific things on that live stream, pointing towards a potential breakout with some very key levels that, if broken, would create that move to the down to the upside. And we got it, guys. We got it over the weekend. So I want to talk about where we are likely to go next. Am I bullish for 70K? Are we going to hit it next, or are we we still at danger of getting a pullback? I want to break down kind of my trading plan and what I'm looking at on the charts to try to predict this next move. So shout out to the Candle Mafia. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. Tony D, you didn't have to super chat it. Shout out to Tony D. Said Friday thumb. Yeah, it was breakout incoming. Shout out to Tony D. Again, guys, don't trade the thumbnails. The thumbnails are not meant to be predictions. They're usually questions, right? It's like breakout incoming question mark, and then you tune into the live stream and we dig into the charts to talk about why we might be able to break out. And we saw that happen absolutely perfectly. We've been on a roll here in the Candle Mafia. So shout out to everybody in here. Smash that like button if you have not already. 300K. Yo, shout out to Iker, says 300K by tomorrow. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Are we going to the moon, guys? Are we going to get a pullback? I'm going to break everything down in today's video. Let's see. But yeah, shout out to Gen Z. What is going on? Said long boys, let's go. We're going to check out some of the trades that we have been taking in the premium Discord. Shout out to Tony Rojas. Welcome in, bro. We got Nirvana. We got Druko. We got Alejandro dropping those goats in the chat. Shout out to the goats. And real quick, shout out to Jesse for the super chat. Thank you for that. Says smash that like button, guys. 550 likes on tonight's live stream. We'll get you guys some free crypto. If we hit 550, we'll give away another $100 in Solana on Friday's live stream. And then maybe we hit 650 or 700, we'll give away some Frankie Candles hats. So yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you for the super chats. And yeah, let's see if we can predict this thing once again, guys. Shout out to Carlos. Shout out to Nirvana. Shout out to Savando Estrada. Let's see. Shout out to Div X-Ray. What is going on, bro? Good to see you. He says, Frankie Candles, I believe this is a fake out. And I'm going to cover the bullish and the bearish case, guys, because like I said, when your plan, when you have to have a trading plan, right? But if you have new information, you have to change your sentiment and your potential plan if you are going to see something different happen. And again, we looked at those signals on Friday's live stream. So let's go ahead and check out what we got going on the charts, and let's jump on into the charts. Let's get into it. What else will we jump into? So here we are, guys, on the Bitcoin chart. And yeah, 100K incoming, guys. 100K incoming. That's it. We're going to $1 million. I'm just kidding. As you guys know, no emotion on this channel. No blind emotion, at least. If we have a reason to be excited, we will be. And I will, I'm going to break down kind of how we got to where we are so you guys understand what we're looking at here. And then we'll talk about where price can go. What are those next targets to the upside if the pump continues? Is the pump likely to continue, or is this just a fake out before a bigger move down? And as of right now, like I said, guys, my trading plan had changed a little bit on Friday based off of some specific things that I'll go over right now. But right now, I am kind of letting the dust settle. As you guys know, we talked about this last week. Bada boom, bada bing. Let me pull up the, no, not all of them. Let me just pull up the long position I want to see here. Okay, or not. I guess it's this long position. There we go. So we are long in the premium Discord. As you guys know, we talked about this on Friday. We took this trade on Thursday, I believe, as we came down to some very key levels of support. We took that long position. And as you guys know, on Friday's live stream, I was talking about how I was in some shorts, in some longs, all profits locked in with stop losses at break even or in profit. Well, they were all actually in profit. Just waiting, this weekend, are we going to get the pump up over the weekend? Maybe, obviously today. And if we do, I will get stopped out of those shorts. The longs will run, or if we got the dump down to 57 to 58K, we'll get stopped out of the long in profit and let the shorts continue to run. But obviously, those signals that we looked at on Friday wound up actually playing out. Shout out to the premium Discord, anybody in this trade alongside me. And yeah, basically, guys, what we did here, right, coming down to the local range, I'll kind of talk about how we got down, or how we got up here, I should say. As you guys know, we looked as we were coming down to this key level, which was a point of control of this lower range on top of a monthly horizontal level. I'm going to have to take this sweatshirt off in just a second. We also had a monthly horizontal level coming in here as we were putting in some nice bullish divergences, as well as some other bullish confirmations such as money flow on Market Cipher B. Specifically, what we were looking at on Friday's market update and live stream was the 80-minute coming into the green here, looking for a crossover into the green on top of that green dot on the daily time frame, as you guys can see, was starting to print here. And when you see those green dots on the daily with those 90 and 80-minute money flow crossovers, oftentimes you can get that big move up. And as you guys know, if I go ahead and let me hide this trade real quick. Let's see. Right, so if we pull up the this range right here, as you guys know, as we deviated above this value area high, we did take a short in the premium Discord, and my bias was to come down to that POC, where we then obviously scalped this move to the upside, then flipped short, almost perfectly TPing that final, or hitting that final TP at our next level of resistance, shorting back to the downside, and then catching this long all the way from the bottom to the move up. And to be honest, guys, my overall bias for the most part was kind of what I was looking for, and this is not off the table just yet. Not just yet off the table, but, kind of what I wanted to see was a move from the high down to the POC, because once you lose that value area high, the next likely place for price to go is that POC. And then once you lose that POC, you are looking for a move down to that $58,000 to $57,000 value area low, where we all know that we had a bunch of liquidity sitting. We looked at the heat maps as well on the live stream, looking at that liquidity sitting down there. It is still sitting there. Are we going to be able to get down there? Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Actually, I'm not going to be the bearer of bad news, because I'll be honest, guys. As you know, as we came down here, we capitalized on the short position from the top here. We took the long, took the short, and then we took the long here once again. Now, we didn't know if we were going to get that continuation up, because, again, those mixed signals, that 90-minute money flow crossover signaling a potential continuation to the upside here. This is why I slightly changed my plan as we got that new information, right? Because it doesn't matter. Just because we had that liquidity down there and it would have been nice to go sweep that liquidity, it doesn't matter. If it starts to look like we're not going to go there, you have to be able to switch on a dime, flip your bias, and then look to hold your longs for more profit, which is exactly what we're doing in the premium Discord, holding that long from this low down here. It is not about trying to just stick to your plan because, I want my plan to play out. I want to be right? You have to actually change your plan. You want to stick to your plan for the most part, right? But when you have a reason to look to higher prices if you're bearish, you have to be able to flip your bias, not because you're pumping, but because you actually see reasons for a continuation up. So again, not impossible. I'm going to go over this in a second. We'll go over the bullish case and the bearish case, and I'll kind of let you guys know kind of where I'm leaning and how I'm handling this trade-wise. We'll zoom into the lower time frames. I'll talk about potential short opportunities up here, as well as potential long opportunities if we cool off for a bigger move up. I'm going to cover it all on the live stream. So not impossible to come back down here, obviously, but let me go ahead and pull up the local levels. If you guys watch the market update on Friday, where is it? Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these. As we came up here, guys, really what I wanted to see was a rejection from the either golden pocket or 786 Fibonacci retracement level sitting right here. Because if we were unable to put in the lower high here for a bigger rejection, this was really what I wanted to see, as you guys know, for that move down to 58 to 57K. But in that market update, as we saw the 90-minute money flow crossing up here, it was a possibility to hold support in here, right? And then hold that value area low for a move back up. And if we flipped that 786, the next major level of resistance was sitting there. Shout out to the Mafia. Anybody who saw the update was going to be a move up to that value area high at $64,500. And what happened, guys? We wound up coming right up into that level, getting a little bit of a rejection, and then we broke out, flipped that level to support, and got the continuation up to the higher prices, right? Sitting at about $66,000. Now, again, this was not, Friday's live stream wasn't an investigation of a breakout incoming because we felt bullish, right? It was based off the money flow. It was based off the fact that it's an if this, then that statement, guys. If you want to be out there and win trades, if you want to go out there, get in the market, win trades like we are here. Also, by the way, guys, shout out to Blowfin, or shout out to the premium Discord. There's that long setup before it wound up playing out. But yeah, if you guys are interested in getting into some trades, don't forget we do have our deal going on with Blowfin. Bear with me while I pull it up here. We actually, a lot of these spots got taken. I did not expect that many people to take these spots, but this ends on October 17th. You got a few more days left to get in here for a potential, or not a potential, as long as you get in there and there's still spots left, which I believe there is like 35 spots left, maybe. Maybe Tony D could clarify that. But yeah, you will get 15% cash back on your deposits, up to about $1,500 depending on how much you deposit. They will drop some free money in there for you guys to trade. This is where I've been trading, this and FEMAX obviously, but we do have this nice deal ending on October 16th. Get in there, take advantage of it, and get a discount on your loss, get some free money to trade with, and yeah, hop in there. And then also, guys, if you do sign up, not only with Blowfin, but any of our exchange affiliates, you will get access to our freemium section of the Discord here, which is the kitchen, where we actually had that long setup posted before it happened. We were looking for this long position before we wound up pumping up and then coming back down. So we do find these trades before price comes down, and then we look for the entries. But if you sign up with any of our exchange affiliates, or you already have, guys, you might as well get in here. This is free. Just come on into the unlock access and then type whatever exchange you or click whatever exchange you signed up with, click it, and then type your user ID in here, and then give the mods a couple days to get you in there, and you will get those weekly premium TA posts. One post per week in here. We do it daily in the premium. But yeah, get in there, guys. We are making money crushing those trades, and it's very educational. It's not a signals group, full disclosure. Back to the charts. So as we saw that continuation up, based off the money flow, based off of many things that we saw on top of that green dot. And not only that, guys, there's another reason, another thing we looked at here. I like to educate and teach you guys what I look for so you can find it too and you can actually make money, not be a slave to my TA. If we pull up this major volume profile from this overall range that we are sitting in, this is where things get exciting, guys. This overall range, leading all the way up to about $70,400. We have now gotten above the range VWAP, the anchored VWAP from the top of this range, floating right through here. This was another big thing we looked at in the market update because in these local levels, if we zoom down to the lower time frames, again, where did we want to reject? We wanted to reject between the golden pocket and 786. That is the most likely place for the lower high to come in. And once we broke above that, we were also getting above that anchor VWAP, which is a very, very, very key level of resistance. Not only that, guys, based off the laws of the volume profile, again, another thing that we talked about, if you pull your full range from, the overall range all the way to the current price action, our POC had moved down to about $63,161. So not only the breaking that 786 invalidated the lower high, not only that anchored VWAP, but also the POC of this macro range. So when we look at this, right, and as you guys know, thought I heard the candle phone ringing here. But obviously, this is the overall range I've been looking at with the POC at $67,000. Is that going to be the next stop for Bitcoin? We're going to talk about it. But as long as you remain above this macro value area low, even when we shorted the top here and came down to this level where we looked for the scalp long, shorted the move down, and then came back down here, another reason we were not getting overly bearish. Obviously, my bias was hopefully to get this rejection and then come down to 57 to 58K. But with those changed signals on Friday, we shifted that bias just a little bit. We held the long, still held the shorts as well. Got stopped out of a couple of them. One of them I am still in and still may add to. We're going to talk about the bearish case as well. But we got to tend to the bulls first, guys. We got to tend to the bulls. The bulls are winning today. We got to tend to them first. But again, there's no emotion on this channel. I'm going to show you guys the bullish case, the bearish case, because you can make money on every single move, right? Just like we do. So with that being said, as we came down here, not only were we coming down to the range POC, which was really what I was looking at for that long position, right down here off that monthly level, but we also put some nice bullish divergences into that key level. And on top of that, guys, we were still looking to get those bullish confirmations below this macro value area low. And as long as we stayed above this value area low, we could have remained in this range for that next move up to that POC. When it comes to the volume profiles, you want to long the lows and short the highs, right? Now, obviously, some of these shorts were taken within local context, but when it comes to this macro range, as long as you stay above this value area low, there is no reason to be looking down to 40K, right? And again, I would have liked to see the rejection here to 57 to 58, but the market is never going to give you what you want 100% of the time. This is why you have to be able to shift your biases. So, and capitalize on it, right? Not just, change your bias, but capitalize it with the trades. So, key support, right? Bullish divergences, lower lows on your price action, right? This isn't what I looked for on this long. It's not really the main thing I was looking at on the long. But again, just contextually, this value area low is very key support. So once we got back above here, you does open the door to come up to that POC, which we have not hit just yet. And I'm going to show you guys the local context that I'm looking at. But can we get up there, guys? I will be honest. I am still open to a potential pullback here. Why? Simply put, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking at. But we are still kind of looking a little bit overheated on some of these time frames, right? Like your 5 hour, pretty overbought here. 4 hour, pretty overbought. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to nuke down to 57K, but it could call for a small pullback. So keep that in mind. But the way I will handle this is if I get the signal to add to my short here, I will simply take the trade, and then I will take it at first, looking to hold it as a scalp, looking for a potential continuation to the upside based off the fact that we do look, right, on the daily here. Money flow still in the green, right? This is another thing we looked at on Friday's live stream, right? Like one of my main things with these live streams, guys, is to show you what we look at, right? I don't just want to come on here and say, we're going to 70K. Don't worry about why. I looked at the charts. Just listen to me, right? I want to show you guys exactly how we get to where we are so you guys can understand this and actually learn and apply this stuff not only on Bitcoin, but also on your actual altcoins that you like to trade as well. Let me just, excuse me, guys. Let me just, wow. I'm just kidding, guys. It's a G-rated stream. Hey, shout out to Jesse. Says, shout out to Bubba's Crypto. Bubba's Crypto. Did Bubba's Crypto give memberships again? Shout out to Bubba's, bro. Bubba's gives memberships like crazy. No, shout out. Bubba's, don't do it. Don't do it. I just thought you might have. It's not me telling you to. Please do not. I'm just saying. But shout out to Bubba's Crypto. Just tuned in and getting love from the Mafia. I absolutely love it. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto. And Crypto Billy in the chat. Shout out to Crypto Billy and Golden in the chat, guys. Am I gonna have to show some... We'll show some cat for Golden before we get back to the chart. Shout out to Golden, baby. Here we go. I got no shoes on, guys. Don't judge the dogs. There we go, baby. Juicing those calves. Juicing those calves. Shout out, that one's for Golden. That one's for you, bro. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump on in. Let's see. The Dream Team is here. Shout out to Sean. Yeah, let's go. We got the Dream Team in here. We got the CandleMafia as the Dream Team. But yeah, guys, very simply put, value area low, you stay above this level, you're looking up towards that POC. Now, again, I do think we could potentially get a rejection here, and I'm going to talk about why, right? Locally, right? Locally. On Friday's live stream, another thing we were looking at is being a little bit more greedy with the longs and conservative with the shorts, right? Based off that money flow, right? Very, very key. Not for no reason, because of the money flow, right? Amongst other things as well, right? But one of those other things I will kind of talk about here. I'll talk about it in a second. But very simply put, we come down to the value area low, we reclaim, now we're on our way to the POC. Is this the next stop? I do think it's possible, right? But if we pull this up, let's... pull up the heat maps here really quickly, right? And we're going to talk about, that $70,000 liquidity up here, guys. Are we going to blast off and take this? Can it happen? Yes, I think it can, right? But it is not that simple. We pumped today. We're going to 70K. It's not that simple. We have to take every move into account. But we do have all that liquidity. Keep that in mind. This hasn't changed. It's been like this forever. So we do have that liquidity. Can we blast off? Sure. That is a possibility. But really what I want to look at here is the local liquidity sitting above this high at about 66.5. Let's pull back up the heat map. 66.5. We do have that liquidity sitting here, which actually I do believe, let me see here. I do believe that this has actually, oh, shout out to Bubba's Crypto. I told you not to, Bubba's. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto, bro. Thank you so much for getting those Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. I love that, like, heavenly here with that Frankie Candle sign. I love it. Should we just keep it like that forever? That'd probably get annoying. Give people, hopefully there's no epileptic people out here. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. Welcome in, bro. Thank you for being here. But yeah, zooming in here, guys. Let me crunch up the chart just a little bit. We do have some liquidity sitting up here at about 66.4, above this high. What I would look for, now I'm not going to give the whole setup here, but if we know we have liquidity up here, we also have our next major targets up here. I know a lot of you guys are probably tuned in. What are the liquid Diddy? Shout out to Huddle Crypto. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Baby oil Diddy. Anyway, liquidity or baby oil? Anyway, if we know we have liquidity up here, guys, we could potentially come up here, sweep the highs, and then get a little bit more of a pullback. Now, again, just like on Friday, at this moment, with the way money flow looks, especially with some of these higher time frame things, we're getting the green dot on the 4-day, right? Green dot on the 4-day. And the 3-day is printing. Money flow finally starting to come up back up on this 3-day. Are we going to get the fake out? I don't know. It's a little bit difficult, right? Because 4-day money flow still looks like it's trending down. This is not the best look, in all honesty, right? But again, this will take time to develop. So I'm not making decisions based off of this, but we have to keep this in mind. 4-day money flow coming out, 5-day money flow coming out. But you come up to the weekly, guys. This weekly looks pretty good, right? You got a nice bounce off the zero line. This was this red dot on the weekly was a big signal to look at for that push down to 58 to 57K if we were going to get it. What happens? VWAP comes down. We don't get the signal. We don't get the pullback, right? Instead, we get support on the zero line. We pump up. It's very interesting to me that this money flow is coming up, but the 4-day and the 5-day is not coming up at all. It's just continuing to trend down. So higher time frames, the money flow specifically is a little bit unclear. This weekly, and I will say, I oftentimes say, guys, you don't want to take all of these random pumps up on money flow to heart, but you could see we are starting to break these previous highs. Like this downtrend has now been broken on the money flow, right? Or even like this one, right? We're starting to break these significant previous highs. This actually doesn't look that bad. Thick money flow in the green. But again, the high time frames are a little bit chopped up in my opinion. So really what I would be doing here, like on Friday's live stream, is I would be favoring or I'd be a little bit more greedy with the longs and a little bit more conservative with the shorts. Very simply put. So if we do come up, I will look for a short, maybe add to my my current short position, and then look for the continuation down. However, I would be careful here because if we do, if we pull up Lux Algo really quick, turn off this major range, just remember, pull up the daily time frame here. We have gotten a bullish change of character, which indicates a potential change in trend here, right? We break this high from 64K, got the change of character. This makes you look for potential lackluster pullbacks to put in a higher low and continue to the downside. And this might get confusing for new people, right? Because we looked for lackluster pullbacks to the upside for lower highs and continuations down, but that was on lower time frames for this move to the downside. But on the daily, we had the bullish change of character for a lackluster move to the downside, potential higher low for a continuation up. Based off of this, the next thing you would expect is a break of structure to the upside. But not just the market structure calling for that. And shout out to the daily smart trail here, which, as we all know, if you watch the channel, was confluent with that value area low. Very, very strong support and a high likelihood of the higher low for the continuation up. So again, right now, based off market structure, you would expect a break of structure to the upside, which will then print on Lux Algo, and maybe we get that, right? Again, I am a little bit neutral here in the medium term. If I get stopped out of my shorts, that's totally fine. The long will continue to pay me out. But you have to trade what the chart actually gives you. You have to trade the setups. You can't just, oh my God, we're pumping long. You have to look for a setup, right? So right now, just letting the dust settle, right? We'd like some consolidation, or if we come up and sweep the highs and we get a signal, we can look for the short. But we'll be doing that in the premium Discord. I'm not going to talk about the exact confirmations, but we do have that liquidity sitting up here, so we could get that next push up into our next major targets, sitting between $67,000 and our macro range POC, which I'm only going to pull that up isolated. Macro range POC at $67,000 on top of our local. This is going to be not a new range, but a new context to look at, sitting in our 67K local range. And I'm actually going to isolate the POC really quickly. Bada boom. This POC of this mini range from up here is also sitting very close to the macro POC. But again, I'm just going to isolate it to make it nice and clean. Of course, it's the last level I pull up, right? So if we break this high, then next targets are going to be between 67 and 67.4. If we do not get a sweep of that liquidity for a short setup to the downside, it is going to be more likely at that point, as we flip this zone, to get the bigger move up, potentially to about 68.5 up to about the value area high at $70,000, which at that point, guys, we will be getting eerily close. We will be getting eerily close to that liquidity. Come on. Sitting above $70,000. And if we do push up there, and again, I'm not necessarily calling for this right this second, and because we could get the pullback based off of those things. We'll look at some more bear signals in a second. But if we do get up there, guys, we start breaking 70K and this liquidity starts getting grabbed, we are probably going to get a pretty decent liquidation candle. You heard it here first. If we pop into that $70,000 liquidity, we could potentially see that big liquidation candle start to push us up. Why does that happen? Very simply put, there are probably a lot of people who are in giant swing short positions up here. So if we continue up and we start to push into their stop losses and liquidation levels, the stop loss and liquidations on a short position simply are a market buy, liquidating and wrecking those shorts, giving you that big push to the upside. So can we push up to those levels above $70,000 to grab that liquidity? This is possible, but not enough is on the chart right now to just call for that to happen right now. Because these local signals here, again, I want to see what happens if we come back up to this high. If we get the bearish signals, again, we go over that more in the premium Discord, but if we get those bearish signals above this high, I will be looking to take the short. If it is a decisive break and we start to flip these levels to support, I am going to let the long run all the way up to these next target here, again, 67 to 67.4, and then once we flip that, that is your ticket to $70,000 for the most part, right? But again, it's all about context. If we pull up our local range here, look how beautiful this volume profile has been, guys. And shout out to Lux Algo, by the way. If you guys are interested in their indicators, check them out in the link in the description down below. That's Market Cypher. Check them out as well. Yeah, shout out to Market Cypher as well. MC20 is our discount code. I hit the wrong button, but shout out to Market Cypher as well. I don't just shill these indicators, guys. I actually use them. They are actually helpful for me. But shout out to Lux Algo, sponsor of the channel. Definitely have, they have 150 free indicators, guys. Go check them out for free. And then if they prove themselves, you can go ahead and get the paid ones. They give 30-day money-back guarantees. But one thing I want to show here. This is a new range, right? Not a new range. We've looked at this before, but this is now back in play. We have looked at this as key resistance on the way back up here. Part of the reason why we took the short here, right? As we came back up here, this was another reason why we were looking for resistance. Hit our head, faked out above, then we lost it for the bigger move down, right? Resistance here as well. So we are now back within this volume profile. And look what happens here. If I turn off the candle colors, you can see we flip this value area low to support absolutely perfectly. So a simple context to look at the market in right now, guys, in my opinion, is going to be this volume profile, value area low at 64.5, 64.6-ish. POC sitting at 67.4. That's that same upper target that we were talking about with the macro range value area. POC right there, right, from the larger range. But stay above this value area low, we could potentially be on our way to that POC at 67.4 and then break up to 68.5. Those are the local targets. If we come up there and we start to come up, right, we're probably going to get reactions, right? We might even get a little cool off here, right? But once we break out of here, that is where I think 70K is going to be very likely because you're above the macro range POC, you're out of this local volume profile, and then at that point, that liquidity at $70,000 is extremely close and could suck price right back up. So right now, I am simply letting the dust settle, guys. The trades recently have been absolutely slapping in the premium Discord. No need to force something that is not there. And again, I am holding a swing short still up here. I may add to it, but I have to get the signal, right? And again, coming up and sweeping this high isn't going to be the exact signal, but that's what I would look for. If we get that big move up, that is where I'm looking for the potential drop down. And then if we're able to get some consolidation up here, which we are starting to get, this is going to give us context. If we get continued consolidation here, we're not just trying to catch the knife here. Sometimes you can catch the knife, right? We caught the knife on this long position for the most part, but we want to see some consolidation. I am not just looking, oh my God, we're pumping, I'm going to short. Or, oh my God, I'm pumping, we're going to long. We have to have the setup. This is how you make money trading. You don't just FOMO into positions. You have to have a trading plan, even if it has to change. Which hopefully, drop a hashtag value or a sauce can in the chat. Possible SFP incoming. Shout out to Mike Vito. Somebody's paying attention, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Mike Vito, my paisan. Drop a sauce can or a hashtag value in the chat if you guys have watched these live streams and seen how we change our plan based off actual information. Not, oh my God, we pumped, now we're bullish, right? We said that there, and this is not to prove we said, she said, right? This is just to show you guys that the TA works. It is not magic. Well, it is kind of magic, but it's not nonsense, right? This TA actually works, regardless of what you're using. But as long as it's good analysis, right? But again, there is a reason to expect this, right? Based off money flow. Right? That's why we changed the sentiment, saying, hey, if this, then that. If we don't reject it, this 786 golden pocket, then we could rip up to those higher prices. Very simply put, look at the higher prices. Again, through this range, break out of that range, look to come to the highs. And here we are, right, for a beautiful long setup. So put that, even though our plan, right, had to change, we were still able to profit off of it. It's not just like 50, like imagine if you were just sticking to your plan because you were emotionally attached to it. Oh, no, but 58K has to come in because that's what I think is going to happen. You have to trade the charts, not your brain, right? And what would have happened? You would have just gotten absolutely slapped. So keep that in mind. And hopefully, you guys take this and you learn from it and you apply it into your own analysis to make money alongside us. Can you check SEI? Yeah, we'll take a look at some of, there's those sauce cans, baby. Let's go. How do you join the premium Discord? Shout out to Simi. Shout out to you, bro. Link in the description down below, or you could check out frankiecandlestrading.com if you want to get into the premium Discord, where we have been absolutely crushing the charts. It is not a signals group. I will not say, hey, everybody long Bitcoin now, everybody sell Bitcoin now. It is not a signals group. Very simply put, again, like what we do is we put the setups in here. And again, if you use our exchange affiliates, you can get into the dining room for free, which gives you it's like a free trial to the premium Discord, right? And again, the long setup from 59K was in there. This long setup was in there, right? Now massively in profit. But it's not a signals group, guys. I don't want anyone getting in there thinking it's one thing and it's something else, right? We show the setups before price gets there. We pumped all the way up here before getting this to actually set up. So just keep that in mind, right? We show where it is, right? We say, hey, if price, it's an if this, then that statement because that's how trading works. If I could just tell everybody, buy Bitcoin now, sell Bitcoin now, I'd be the richest man in the world. I could charge $1 million for my Discord, and everyone would pay it because they'd be able to just guaranteed make money. I teach you how to actually do your own analysis, manage your risk, and become an actual profitable trader. It's very important to realize that. It's not a signals group. But, hey, guys, if, we were obviously looking for this move too, but we got the move up. We longed this. We longed this in the premium Discord for a move up, a lower high. Everyone gets bullish. We longed it for a lower high, closed the long, entered a short, back down into this next long setup to take the long. And I say, hey, if we come down here, I will be looking at these signals to take the potential long, right? If I don't get the signals, then we will wait for 57 to 58K. It's all about having a plan and understanding both biases. There is a bullish case and a bearish case, and you're not always going to be right, so you have to manage that risk. So there you go. That's kind of how the premium works. Not a signals group, but definitely get in there. And even, a lot of these trades, or not a lot of them, but once a week you will get. Sometimes it's a setup, sometimes it's just TA saying, hey, that long setup played out, etc. So yeah, that is. Go check that out. If you're not ready to drop the money, if you're ready to drop the money, jump on in here where we give the daily tea. I am in here constantly, right? Where we have the scalp long that I just showed, short, back down to the 59K for the long. We post in here every single day, multiple times a day. I'm very active in this Discord. So check it out. But if you're not ready to take your trading to the next level, if you're not ready to really put the time in and learn and put the work in to make more money, it might not be the place for you. So yeah, it's serious traders only. But shout out to you guys. Shout out to, I forget who it was. We had a new member in the premium Discord live stream earlier today, and they were like, oh my God, I did not know. It's the second time in a row. They're like, I did not think there was going to be this much sauce in here. I love hearing that. People seem to have value in it, guys. I'm not just shilling my own stuff here. People seem to really find value in it. All right, so with that being said, guys, that's what I'm looking at. This is the moment. If we cannot decisively get above this level, I will be looking to add to my short for a pullback. But again, being a little bit cautious for the higher lows and continuations to the upside at this moment. If we come down and we wind up breaking down in a big way, I will be taking profits on that short and letting the winner run. Very simply put. But that is basically what I'm looking at. Key levels that I would be watching right now. If we come down, this value area low at 64.5, which was key resistance, but now is key support. Why? Because this is a value area low. As long as we remain, maybe we go grab that liquidity right now. But if we do get a pullback, this is going to be a very key level to hold. If we lose this value area low, I will be looking for a little bit more of a move down. If we hold here, right, if we start getting bullish setups here, maybe we deviate below with some bullish confirmations, then we can look for some fresh long positions. So this will be a place where I would be willing, if I hold my short, if I get my short up here, I will be looking to take some profit and potentially looking for scalp longs. But it's all about playing, there's really no setup here in my opinion right now, right? We got to wait, right? Could have said, oh, short the top, but right now you'd be at break even. So I got to let the dust settle and just sit back and enjoy the gains from the long from the bottom. You do not get fire setups or fire trades like this from the low by forcing trades. You have to wait, right? And again, I hate to beat the dead horse here. We took the scalp long here. We had this long sitting down here ever since we were here. Look how long we had to wait. We took the scalp long here. That took 3 days, right? Profited on that, closed the trade, opened the next short. That wound up taking 6 days, almost a whole week. So, in the Discord, we sit here and we're like, hey, could be a nice long position down here. But we put that setup in all the way over here. So that long setup actually took a really long time to come in and set up, right? We don't just, if we were to wick down here and there was no reason to take the trade, we wouldn't have taken it, right? You have to set your trap. We talked about this in the premium today. Set your trap and let the fish come to you. This is a game of, shout out to, I forget who said it in the premium, but they said B-Rad. I think it was B-Rad. Shout out to B-Rad Crypto. Said, I liked what you said on one of the first live streams I ever saw. It was, trading is a game of trapping, not a game of hunting. You don't want to get on the charts and be like, oh my God, we're going down. Let me try to get a trade here, right? You have to set it up ahead of time. And you could see this long setup took a week to actually present itself, right? It takes patience. Now, you could take the scalps, right? We take that scalp, we take this scalp. So there's entertainment in between and money to be had in between. But if we don't get the setups, we do not take the trades. It's very important. If you want to make money trading, you have to take this stance. Otherwise, you're never going to make money. You're just going to want to buy low and just pray that you pump. You're not going to know what you're looking at. And again, tons of free education here on the YouTube channel as well as in the Discord. Get in the free Discord. By the way, guys, before we move on to the altcoins, can I just say we have some beef. We have some beef going on in the free live stream. And I got to say, guys, we try to keep that. This is a positive community. The CandleMafia is a community of love. We are not a community of beefing with people, right? But I have to call it when I see it, guys. We got some beef. We got some beef in the Mafia Pet section. These guys are beefing. I don't know their names. I think it's Bull and Bear. They are beefing. But it's okay because the Bulls and the Bears, they always make love. Or make peace, I should say, and maybe make love if they're love puppies. But they have become friends now, guys. But I just gotta say, let's try to keep it peaceful. No beefing in the Discord. And if you have the free Discord, if you're in here, please, for the love of God, drop your Mafia Pets, guys. We got some fire, hilarious pictures of good boys and good girls here. So shout out to the free Discord as well. You guys are crushing it in here with the pets. I absolutely love it. You guys might not think I'm in here. Yeah, but I am. I keep an eye on these. Look at this. I don't know his name, but he's judging. He's judging hard. He doesn't bite. He does judge though. Unbelievable. Shout out to the free Discord, guys. This makes my day every time I come into the Mafia Pet section. But yeah, for real, guys, let's try to keep it peaceful. No beefing in the Discord. And if you do, just make sure it ends peaceful. Make friends and be good at the end, even if you have to stick your tongues out. Oh my God, these guys are too cute. But anyway, there we go, guys. But let's continue on here. So this is the context that I'm looking at. I will be looking for shorts up here. But again, we break. It's a stop out for a continued play on the long. But we got to let the dust settle and wait for our charts to present themselves. We're not just gonna, if we can't call the move, we're not gonna call the move. So we got to let things kind of just play out here and see what we can get and just keep crushing the trades here. So shout out to the GSPs in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. If you want to go ahead and see your favorite altcoins, go ahead and spam them in the chat. And Rob, the Crypto Snob, will count up the votes and let us know what we're looking at. Rob, let's do like 3, and then I will freestyle a couple as well. We'll keep an eye on here on Bitcoin as we go through the alts. I'll keep an eye on it. But first off, guys, taking a look at TIA. As you guys know, we have pulled this up many times on the live stream recently as some of these altcoins have been looking bullish, right? A lot of these altcoins have been looking good specifically, just to add a little more detail to that. They have been looking very, very good on the 2-day time frame with money flow coming up, and we have now gotten a nice green dot here on TIA. Now, this is something that I've been pulling up over the past few, past few streams, not the past few weeks. Past few streams, we've been looking at TIA saying, hey, this looks awfully familiar, where you have a big top here and a big dump to the downside with a nice little accumulation area, right? A little accumulation range. And this is where I was saying, hey, I will be accumulating TIA or Celestia at these prices, right? Yeah, like if we don't know, could this continue to dump? Maybe, but I don't know how much lower it's going to go. And this structurally is looking extremely, extremely similar to, I don't think I have this on the, let me see here. Let me pull up the cycle chart real quick. Where is it? There it is. Pull up this, bada boom, bada bing. And we'll pull up the, maybe it's not. Where's my macro volume profile? You guys know what range I'm talking about. When I show it, you're going to be like, oh, that's right, the macro VP, right? This looks awfully familiar on TIA. We pull this back up. TIA is looking awfully familiar to Bitcoin back in the day when we were in the bottom of the bear market, right? Now, it's a little bit of a different context, but you have a massive top here, right? Big dump to the downside for your quote-unquote bear market, accumulation range, breakout back into the upper volume profile for a massive move. This looks very, very similar to what we are seeing on TIA, where you have a massive move up, a massive dump, and accumulation. On top of that, you have your 2-day money flow coming up. Now, this doesn't mean that TIA is going to go to $1 billion right this second, right? But this doesn't look that bad. I'd like to see that money flow on the 2-day cross into the green. Daily money flow not looking too bad, but this is something we've been looking at as it was approaching this value area low, saying that I will be accumulating this, and it is now up 34% since then. And again, not based off my opinion, but simply based off the analysis here that we give for free on the Frankie Candles live stream. But let's see. Shout out to DC's Peanuts. Shout out to you, bro. He said, Ave. Shout out to Frankie and his Cavs. Shout out to DC's Peanuts. Shout out to Ave. We could. I'll try to take a look at Ave. I appreciate the super chat, my brother. Shout out to Peanuts. Take a look at Ave. And shout out to Nirvana. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, Frankie and Tony D. There are a lot of scammers on Discord. You might want to inform new people. Yeah, shout out to Nirvana. Actually, shout out to Tyler Durden. These good boys. Yeah, Tyler did drop an announcement in the Discord, guys. Please be careful. Please be careful. There, yeah, just a reminder, Frank and Tony are, any admin or mod will ever DM you to offer you any goods or services. If it's a DM, it's a scam. Y'all stay safe out there. I will, I will second this here. Please read this and be safe out there. I don't know why I'm yelling in all caps. Bing bong. I don't know why caps locks is on. Somebody in the Discord inform them that it's just caps lock. Tony D, get out of here. Tony D, you're fired. Tony D's out. Guys, get him out of here. Golden, if you could escort Tony D to the brink, to the oh God, Tony D. I can't. Oh man, why you gotta embarrass me like that, Tony? Now all my friends are gonna think I'm a nerd. Shout out to Tony D. Yo, this man doesn't miss. You think Tony D's not paying attention? You're wrong. That man is sharp. I mean, that was perfect. Yo, shout out to Tony D. That was mean, bro. That was mean. Unbelievable. Stop yelling. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Shout out to Crypto Billy, +1 Golden. Rick rolled. Tony D, straight to Italy, bro. Straight to Italy. Golden's going to kidnap you in his gold helicopter and bring you to Italy, bro. Shout out to Golden. Golden, I hope you're having a good time. I don't know if you're still out on vacation. I don't know if you want me to say where you are. But I think you said it in chat. But yeah, hopefully you're still out there having fun, bro. Quick Bitcoin recap, maybe. Ooh, baby. Not much to say here. Just still kind of bing-bonging around. See if we can develop a little bit of a range to find our next trade. Nothing too much. Nothing too much here. We will keep an eye on it continuously, though. But TIA, nice little move to the upside, guys. Coming to the high of this volume profile, up to the POC value area high. Let's pull up the VPVR as well, or the VRVP, as some of the people say. Again, most of your volume is sitting down here. This is where price likes to stick to these high volume nodes. Once we break out of this range decisively, guys, which could be, you might say to yourself, well, Frankie, if you're long in the lows, shorting the highs, long in the lows, shorting the highs, long in the lows, shorting the highs, long in the lows, how do you know if you're going to get this breakout? Well, there's many more advanced techniques, but one of the simpler ones you can use is your money flow on the 2-day, or not specifically on the 2-day, but given the range that you're looking at and the actual context of the market here, or what you want to see, for this, we are looking for a big move up. We're hoping for a big move up, right? If Bitcoin doesn't get the drop down to 57 to 58K, which is still not invalidated until we get back above that high and hold it as support. But if we see the big move up, we've been in the red here for quite some time, guys. Accumulation from the low. If we start to break out here with the 2-day money flow starting to cross into the green, as well as other higher time frames, let's check the 16 hours already in the green. Daily's already in the green. So yeah, that 2-day money flow crossover into the green could indicate the bigger move up. The nice thing here is, what do we have above us? Massive low volume gap. Shout out to anybody who's been watching since we've been looking at TIA from down here. Again, comparing it to that, and I'll just pull this, right? Comparing it to that kind of massive Bitcoin range that we had before we got that big move up above 30K, right? So this would kind of be that upper range, value area high, POC value area low. Now you still have this lower range as well, but for the most part, if we could break out with gusto here, get that money flow crossover into the green, we could potentially see a move through that low volume gap into about $8.85 for TIA. Again, this is accumulation for me, as we've been saying, right? So that low volume gap looks pretty good to me. If we can get the breakout with gusto and that money flow crossover, we could get the continuation up for a potential move into, again, that $8.80 level where we have our next spike in volume, right? Remember, price is addicted and attached to these high volume nodes. We stick to this high volume node, fly through the low volume gap, stick around this high volume node, right? That is how it works. So we could also look at this range as another area of value. When price impulses or gets imbalance out of this range, it's probably going to seek out the next previous area of balance. Where is that going to be? Very simply put, it's going to be looking to hunt up here, right? Get attracted to that old value, right? Price is always seeking fair value. You have impulses, you have value. You have impulses, you have value. When you lose value here, well, this is different because of the way TIA is, because we don't have, you do have some value here. But on the way up, and we could look at this on Bitcoin as well, if you're new here, right? When we look, why do we look at this? Bitcoin built value up here, right? So when Bitcoin breaks out, you look to come back into that range. Price is always seeking fair value. This works on the 5-minute, the 1-minute, the 3-day, the weekly, everywhere, right? This is just simply auction market theory. This is how it works, right? So that's what I'd be looking at on TIA. These are like the next major targets to the upside, because if you come up to that high volume node, what is that also? Well, it's also the end of your low volume gap, right? So if I grab a box here, You can kind of measure out your low volume gap here. I would probably mark it down to right about there. Pretty low volume here. I'm like, honestly, kind of all the way down to your value, like right here. Once you get above this high volume node, hold it as support. Not much holding you up. This is why I love the volume profile so much. It makes sense. There's not a lot above you holding you down. So if you break above this, probably going to come hit your head in here, right? That's my guess, right? Not financial advice. But, again, quick moves down oftentimes mean quick moves back up. Very simply put, right? Quick move up, quick move down. Low volume gap, right? Just like that played out here through this gap, we could see that once again. Not only bringing you up to the high volume node, but also this next key level of resistance, which is your value area low at about 888. A lot of confluence there. We impulse out of here. Very simply put, I will be looking for the bigger target at 888. Could you get clung up on this resistance? This resistance, yes. But for the most part, that is going to be the major move I'd look for, especially if you get the 2-day money flow crossover into the green, and that is Celestia. All right, let's continue on here. Turbo all-time high. Yeah, shout out to Michael Clarkson. Not related to Kelly Clarkson. We've verified that. Let's see. Shout out to Michael. Says, I'm going to put more in on my long and then short down to 58K. Shout out to Michael Clarkson. Let's go. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Shout out to Nathan. Says, how does he have that volume on the right side? This is simply the visible range volume profile. I do believe you need a paid version of TradingView for this, unfortunately. But I think you just need the cheapest version, and I think you do get that. But it doesn't mean you can't use this to your advantage, right? You can use the fixed range for free, I believe. If you can't use the fixed range for free, go on TradingView, come to your indicator section. Frankie Candles got your back. Type in Frankie Candles Essentials by Lux Algo. This is free. You search my name, click this, make sure it's by Lux Algo, click it, and you'll be able to put your fixed range on the chart for 100% free. I know you can't really see it because it's just over this. But this is actually extra saucy because this will also give you auto divergence detection as well as your sauce can emojis or signals, not to be traded as signals, but this lets you know when you're getting bearish confirmations outside of a value area and when it is most likely to get a move back down into your value area, back down to the value area low. But again, that was a random pull, right? So if I were to pull that, if I were to pull this on this range, let's see. Bada boom, right? So no signal there. Let's pull it. I have a video showing you guys how to use this if you're interested in checking it out. Again, it's 100% free. No email, no nothing. Just completely free. No strings attached. This is literally, we made this alongside Lux Algo. Well, they made it. I helped them. You know, I told them what I wanted it to do, and they coded it, obviously. But you can see here, right? You have your volume profile up here. What happens? You deviate below the low. You get your bullish divergences with your sauce can, letting you know you're getting bullish confirmations below a value area, letting you know that it could be a long position. Your hope is that you return back into the value area low and then back up to the POC and the high. However, when you enter below a value area low, you are always going to look at that value area low as key resistance, which in this case it was. Again, not to be traded as a signal. Even here, right? You start to get your bearish divergences marked out here. That's a bearish signal. Sauce can letting you know it's above a key value area. And then that's where you look for the acceptance back into your range, back to the POC and back to the low, which that one wound up playing out perfectly. But again, you can't just see a sauce can and short and then see a sauce can and long. Some people say that they've made money doing that, but that is not a reliable way to trade. Even if it's my indicator, you can't. There's no indicator in the world that you could just set as a buy and sell indicator and make $1 million. It doesn't exist. I promise you. I tried to find one when I started trading. It doesn't exist. How nice it would be. Oh, how nice it would be. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Shout out to Illumia. I always forget how to say her name. Says, can we look at Tron or Ondo? Yeah, where is, let me see. Did we get the altcoins? I'm sure I just missed it. Shout out to Tony D. Said, if you're new, welcome. If you join our free Discord, please be wary of scammers. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Tony D. Let's go. Dropping that super chat to warn the mafia. Thank you, Tyler Durden. On point, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to pin that comment for the altcoins, and we're going to continue on here. So, bada boom, bada bing. Okay. I update chat here, so I'm in current. Yeah, shout out to Tyler. Thank you so much. Shout out to Mountain Man or Mountain Magnets. I don't know why I said Mountain Man. It does secret gem. It's the Frankie Candles live stream. Yo, shout out to Mountain Man. Mountain. What is it? Mountain Magnets. Shout out to you, bro. All right, let's see. Could we see more pump in the end? Hey, shout out to Hade Trader. Shout out to you, bro. Got that Frankie Candles emoji or Frankie Candles logo as as your PFP. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, can we see pump into October? I do think so, right? Like I said, for me, I'm a technical trader. It's going to be based off of what I see on the charts. If we can crack this high and get above the key $67,000 POC, that is where I'm looking up towards higher prices. So yeah, if we don't get the big rejection here, I do think much more upside is likely. Again, when I say much more, I don't mean 100K, right? I mean 70, 73, 75, right? Those are going to be the big levels I'm looking at. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out. Okay, so continuing on here, let's take a quick look at AVAX. We took a look at TIA. Let's take a look at AVAX. Going to zero. Let's take a look at Reef. Some of them are easy to read, guys. Yeah, going to zero. Where are we at? APT. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding. Let's take a look at AVAX. Yeah, Reef with the master pump. Reef with the absolute insane ripski to the upside. But let's go. We'll check out AVAX first. We'll start at the top of the list here. Bada boom, bada bing. And then, I don't want to take everybody's whole night up. We're going to get into these altcoins, and then we'll see you guys again tomorrow and see if our predictions played out. But again, it's not about predictions, guys. It's about reading the charts and expecting what we are likely to see next. Not what we feel is next, what we are likely to see next. So right now on AVAX, very simply put, we have our naked value area up here with a fresh monthly level. This is a key level. Monthly on AVAX sitting at $35.80. I'm sorry, $36, right? Naked value area, POC. Very simply put, if we get a continued large move to the upside, this is the move to look for, right? Looking to come into that previous area of value. Very clear value here. The thing is, you have very choppy price action here. So this is... Yeah, this is kind of like, this is just a slow grind up. Yeah, this is this is a little hard. So yeah, this is kind of the value area that you're running around in right now, right? Got your high, your POC, and your value area low, right? So you come down, back in, back out, back in. Now you're bing-bonging around this value area. So once you break out here, this is the next range to look for, in my opinion. Right? So right now until, right, let's come down to the 4-hour. I'd be careful, right? Like you got a 4-hour bear div here. Higher highs on your price action. Lower highs on your momentum waves. Giving you that open alligator mouth, which we call bearish divergence, typically brings you down. Get stuck under this value area high. This is your key support. 28.57. You lose that value area high. That's where you're at risk of coming back down to the POC and the low. Now, money flow is actually coming out here pretty aggressively on the 4-hour. Yikes. 12-hour red dot also, this is a little overbought on the 12-hour. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a pullback. If we are going to get another move up, I would look for a pullback first. I never long these big pumps. You're above the value area. This is where you want to look for shorts. This is where you want to look for longs. Below for longs, above for shorts. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go back to the value area low. You have to assess the situation as it develops. Money flows pretty thick in the green here on the daily. So if you get a push back down, I would be willing to come down into this golden pocket 786 POC confluence. That's your key level of support. So you lose. If you lose this value area high, I would look for a move down at least to the golden pocket. That is where I'd be willing to potentially look for longs. I don't always like longing in the middle of a range. I would oftentimes rather come down to the value area low, but you don't always get it. So that is what I'd look for as far as key levels on AVAX. I'd be looking to respect this value area until you get an expansion into the next value area. Again, price is always seeking fair value. Price does three things, guys. You are either trending or impulsing, or you are ranging. Well, you're either pumping, dumping, or ranging, right? You're going up, down, or sideways, right? So this is how the market auction market theory works, right? So if you have, let's say your price action looks like this. You have a value area here. You have a value area here. And again, price ranges 80% of the time. You only impulse 20% of the time, right? So you're ranging 80% of the time. So when you're ranging, right, the idea is that you want to catch these moves, right? So you could scalp up and down in the ranges, but the idea is to long or short before the big moves up. Now, how do you know where price is going to go? Well, there's many different ways. We use many different techniques here, right? Fibonacci levels, technical targets. We use tons of different stuff here. But if we get an impulse, say, out of this range, price is likely going to either just create a new area of balance, but more than likely, what it does is it breaks out and it goes to seek out a previous area of balance. This is part of the reason why we're able to make such good calls on this channel, right? Because we're just, we know what the market's likely to do, not 100% of the time, but we know what it's likely to do most of the time, right? So we know when you get impulse out of a range, you are, more often than not going to accept or go and find an old previous area of balance. And that's just how it works. And you can find this, go back test this, right? This is not, I didn't invent this, right? This has been a theory forever. I forget, 1950s, I think, or shout out to Creighton C. I don't know if he's in here, but I don't know if I don't know if Creighton's in here, but I think he knows exactly when it was actually created. And again, like this is very easily exemplified on things like Chainlink, right? We have previous area of balance here, right? I'll just roughly draw this out for you guys. Previous area of balance here, right? So what happens? And then you have an area of balance here. Accumulation, once you get that impulse to the upside, what is likely to happen? You're likely to come find previous balance, right? Imagine how lucrative it would be if you can find these levels and ranges and where price is likely to go next. It is very, 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 very lucrative, right? And you can find this all over the chart, absolutely all over. So yeah, very, very reliable, right? Even on Bitcoin. We talk about this all the time. Big reason why we were able to call this huge move. I literally made a market update, not bragging, just showing you guys the reliability of these volume profiles. We knew, hit your head here, hit your head here. Once we break above this value area low, we know we have balance, right? We have some kind of balance here in this kind of, accumulation zone. We break out. We're going to seek this next fair value coming from over here in this range. And we know now we have beautiful context. We break above this value area low. We know the next likely stop for price to go is going to be this POC. We also had another POC up here, which is a little bit better to look at. But you get above the value area low. The next likely place for price to go is the POC. Flip that. You look to go to the value area high. All right. And that's how we called this huge move up. Everyone got bullish up here, right? During the ETF approval, it's going to break out. ETF approval. Nope. We were looking for the dump, right? We were already getting bullish all the way down here, right? You got to be on the right side of the trades, and the volume profiles are one of the most powerful tools to do it. Very plain and simple. And again, the fixed range, which is the tool that I use most, is free on TradingView. And if you want to use the saucy one, you could go ahead and use the Frankie Candles Essentials if you want. If not, use the regular one. Totally fine. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here. So just a little sauce for the mafia there. Let's go ahead and check out Reef. Now, the funny thing, or not the funny thing, but the thing about volume profiles here is, you have to wait for the impulse to finish, right? Like you can't really predict, right? You have to wait for the dust to settle, pretty much, right? So let me see. Can we get any more price action here? So yeah, like I would say here, for me, this is the area of balance. Bada boom. Let's pull it, right? There is a rhyme or reason to where we pull these ranges from. It's a little bit more of an art than a science, which, to be honest, is a little bit rough when it comes to trading, right? Most of the things in trading, you want to be more of a science than an art. But when it comes to pulling these ranges, I basically pull them on sideways price action. But there is a rhyme or reason here. It's kind of hard to say, right? Because like I've developed this over my time using this tool. But there's your area of balance. Right now, you also had a few other areas as well. But right now, this is your zone. Right? This might be the area that you get caught in. And what happens? Right? This isn't just nonsense. These levels get respected. You get above the low, up to the POC, up to the high. This is where we're rejecting from right now. So this is kind of your area of balance. But this is hard. Right? This thing is just mooning. So it's hard to really analyze this. Right? To be quite honest. Right? Like that's kind of your key resistance. Red dot looking to print on the 4-hour. Technically, you have bearish divergences. But again, like when things are ripping, they are ripping. Again, really what you want to do is find the trade in the consolidation areas before the big moves up. You don't want to be entering a long position on these big moves up. This is why you got to pay attention to crypto even when it's not fun, right? If you're looking at Bitcoin here, right, everybody wants to enter into longs and buy here, right? Or enter into longs and buy here, right? Nobody wants to enter into longs down here. Nobody wants to enter into longs down here. They're scared. No one wants to enter in after this dump or after this dump or after this dump. They want to buy the tops. Retail naturally wants to buy the tops, right? Everyone wants to get bullish when the ETF gets approved and we're pumping. No one wants to get bullish down here, right? Everyone gets scared on the dumps. You have to be a contrarian to make money in these markets, guys. Very simply put. So yeah, everybody gets bullish here. We look for the move down as long as they're technicals, right? If they're, again, like I said, when we get this move up, we look for the lower high here. We look for the lower high here. We look for the lower high here. We look for the lower high here, right? We shorted it. We shorted it. We shorted it. We shorted it. I mean, we longed it and we shorted it, right? But everyone just gets bullish as we pump. But if you've been around crypto YouTube, crypto Twitter, crypto Instagram, crypto TikTok, if you've been around the block in crypto, everyone gets bullish on the pumps, right? And then when it dumps, everyone gets bearish. You want to do the opposite of what most people do, as long as it's followed up with sound TA. You don't just want to gamble, right? But just keep that in mind, right? Everyone gets scared, and then when you flip your bias, if it's based off information, right? Like right now, I'm saying, hey, this could be a legitimate flip, not because we're pumping, right? I'm not bullish here because we're pumping. I'm bullish because we have a bullish change of character based off the market structure on the daily, right? I'm bullish because of signals on market cipher B, the green dots on market cipher B, right? I'm bullish based off the money flow, right? When I said, hey, on Friday, hey guys, we may have to change our plan here because this money flow in the 90-minute is potentially calling for a move to the upside. Notice that we call for this before it happens. We don't say, hey, we're bullish because it pumped. We're saying we're bullish because of an actual signal. Not only the 90-minute money flow, but also the daily green dot together, right? It's very specific things. And typically we see the breakout, right? It's because we base it off information, not just based off the green candles. Yeah, that's why I always recommend change your candle colors, right? Like, you could argue if this actually makes a difference. But, change your candle colors. Change the bullish candles to white. Change the bearish candles to yellow. Like, change it to something that takes the green money aspect out of it, right? And again, this isn't going to make you profitable, but it could just help you kind of like there, or what I would say is just make them like, make them, white and maybe just clear, or just like white and gray, just very neutral colors, right? Like mine are still kind of bullish and bearish. Blue is kind of bullish. Purple's kind of still close to red. But you want to take the emotion out of it, right? Because even if you are bullish, right? If you're bullish on this move up, you don't want to enter here. You're going to get stopped out right away. You want to wait for consolidation and enter in at a higher low, not on the pump. So don't chase. Even if you're going to continue up, let the move go. Let the move go. Let it go. Let it go. It's okay. There's going to be another setup, especially if you're a trader, right? When it comes to like long-term investments, stick to the higher time frames, right? Because you're going to take a lot of that emotion out, right? Because these time frames move much slower. So there you go. So we'll see. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Okay, let's continue on here. Shout out to Golden, said Frankie Candles with the fire chart psychology. This guy, shout out to Golden. Absolutely, guys. It is the non-sexy stuff that will make you money in this market. I wish I could come up here and say, guys, this is a 100% win rate strategy. Just buy here, sell here. It doesn't exist. I promise you that. I thought that too when I started trading. It's not the case. So please learn from my mistakes. I've spent many, many, many thousands of hours staring at charts. And when I was a beginner, I thought using 100x leverage and getting rich overnight was going to be how I changed my life. I thought that was a real thing. I was sold fake dreams by the trading community. The trading space is very, very scammy. Right? They sell you a fake dream of getting rich overnight. I am here to tell you that save your time. It is not how it works. You're not going to, even if you get lucky on one trade, you're just going to lose it over time because you don't know what's actually going on. It takes time to build as a skill. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Smash those like button. Shout out to Jesse. Smash that like button, guys. $5.50 gets us $100 in Solana to one lucky CandleMafia member on Friday's giveaway. Let's go. But let's take a look here. We took a look at AVAX. We took a look at Reef. Let's take a look at APT. Or APT, as some people like to call it. Let's check it out. Let's go. We're hyped, guys. Bitcoin's pumping. We can get exciting, right? We can get excited over the pump, right? It's fun. But why are we excited? We're excited because we're in a long from down here. This is not Bitcoin. We're in a long from down here, right? Not because we're not getting excited and buying up here. We are long down here when everybody gets scared, right? Let's see. Need at least 400 more likes, please. Shout out to Jesse. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Oh, dropping that candle emoji as the PFP. I love that, bro. I love that. Let's go. Drop those candles in the chat right now, guys. And yeah, let's smash it up, guys. Let's go. 550 likes, $100 in Solana. Let's get it. We gave away $100 in Solana yesterday, or last week, as well as a bunch of Cardano and Frankie Candles hats. 4 Frankie Candles hats. Let's give away another $100 in Solana this week as well. Every goal, right? We hit 550 tomorrow. Maybe we'll give away something else. Maybe another $100 in Solana. We'll see. Let's see. All right, let's see. Yeah, shout out to Ash. Says, yo, CandleMafia, what is up? I don't think that's what he said. He said, what's good? He said, what's good, Frankie? Don't FOMO buy. When it's boring, sell when it's going nuts. Always pay yourself. Absolutely, Ash. Absolutely, 100%. Drop it. Yo, Minds of Tron. Let's go. Drop those candles. Shout out to Mont. What is going on, bro? Smashed. I'm pumped. Are you pumped? I'm pumped. Mrs. Candles. Mrs. Candles is fired. Mrs. Candles doesn't work for me, but she's fired, guys. She's fired. We've gone dark. We've gone dark, guys. They're trying to stop the sauce. They're trying to stop the sauce, but we'll be back with you guys very, very soon. Sell the greed, buy the fear. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is the way to do it. Mrs. Candles coming in, shutting us down. Unbelievable. Guys, we will be back with the camera here in a second, but let's go ahead and take a look at APT for you guys. Bada boom, here we are. Okay, actually, what do we got going on here? Shout out to BP Zay. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Said, let's go. Frankie Candles dropping that sauce on the chicken wings tonight. Let's go. What's the sauce on XRP? Shout out to BP. We'll take a quick look at XRP in a second. Thank you for the super chat. We will take it. We will take a look at it in just a minute. Drop those Mrs. Candles hands in the chat if you're mad that Mrs. Candles didn't turn the camera cooler on. Because we heat it up, guys. Sometimes we're cooking in here, guys. I'm literally cooking sauce. There's a stove in the kitchen. We're cooking the sauce, guys. So it gets hot in here. The kitchen gets hot, and sometimes they're doing naughty stuff. Oh, God. It gets hot in here, and that camera will overheat and shut down. Shout out to Sony. This is famous with Sony cameras. But anyway, let's continue on here. So, APT, they can't shut down the charts, baby. They can take our face off the camera, but they can't take our charts off the screen. So here we are, APT. Here you go. There's your area of balance. You get the impulse out, rejection off your value area low, and then you get back into your range. Flip the low to support, back up to the high. Right now, we are now approaching when did this happen? Yeah, this is, fresh daily level, acting as resistance, as well as this macro. I would call it somewhat macro. Golden pocket. Bada boom. Sitting right here. This is local resistance. May be able to get a pullback here. Let's pull up the 12-hour. 12-hour bearish divergences looking to potentially form here. Could get the pullback. But once you get a move back up, this is your key level. Daily level sitting at 1018. Mrs. Candles? I hear Mrs. Candles outside. I could tell. She was right there. Come here, Mrs. Candles. Come on. She heard us talking about her. Come on, Mrs. Candles. Come over here. I have a question. What's going on with this? Oh, it is hot. You're right. Can you guess what's going on the Frankie Candles live stream right now? It was the weekend. I know it was the weekend. You got to save the energy. You don't have to save the energy, but I guess you don't want to burn the fan. I get it. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. We appreciate you so much, but Mrs. Candles, save the planet. Mrs. Candles said save the planet. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. Well, it's okay. Yeah, the other fan is off. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You know what, Mrs. Candles? Can we get some input here? APT. Are we breaking the golden pocket, going to 1227, or are we going to cool off back down to about 9 to 950? Let us know. Cool off before a bounce, or you think we're just going to flip the golden pocket, go right up to the 786? She thinks we're flipping the golden pocket to the 786, guys. Not financial advice by any means, she says. Look at the Mrs. Candles hands in the chat. Oh, Mrs. Candles loves the Mafia Pet section of the Discord, guys. Shout out to the shout out to the Mafia Pet section of the Discord. She absolutely loved that. She saw that and was like, oh, my God. So anyway, let's continue on here, guys. Hopefully we can get the camera up here in a second. But, yeah, APT, guys, area balance, breakout, back into this range. This is – I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little cool-off. Value area high sitting at 952. Start to lose that value area high. Look for a move down to the POC at 890. Lose the POC back down to the low. But your key level of resistance still remains this purple box we've been looking at for quite some time. So, yeah, flip about 1087. That is your doorway to get a move into your 786 value area low of that next little area of consolidation. So, flip 1085, 1087, get a move up to your 786 at 1234. That's what I would look for right there. And then, again, bear div starting to print, red dot looking to print on your 12-hour. Maybe you get a bigger pullback. There's your guide to the lower prices. Come down to the value area high, lose that, POC, lose that, value area low, right? And then, who knows? Maybe we get the bigger dump. Bitcoin goes to 57K. Again, too soon to tell. But that's kind of what I would look at on the way down. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So there you go. Let's take a quick look at XRP. Let's take a quick look at XRP. Is turbo pumping? The chart has a big erect green candle on it. I mean, it's correct, right? It's not a floppy green candle. It is pretty large, or I guess astute. We call them astute green candles. Let's see. What does that mean, sir? Should I sell my dog and buy more turbo? Shout out to Ghost Trader. No, never sell the dog. Sell the wife. Don't sell the dog. Shout out to you, bro. But let's see. BTC getting a little push up here. Oh, baby. She's pushing. She's going for that liquidity. She's going for the liquidity, guys. What is going on? Oh, my God. She's pumping. Live pamp. Here we go. Let me see. All right, let's see. What are we looking at? We need the 1 month chart. Guys. Where is it at? That's the 6 month. Let's pull up the 1 month. She's pumping. Come on, baby. Oh, there it is. Liquidity above the high. She's going for it, guys. This is it. We talk about it in the beginning of the stream. Liquidity sitting up here. Can we come up to rip it? Can we come up and grab that liquidity? Survey says not on the Frankie Candles live stream, guys. We're not allowed to have anything exciting on the Frankie Candles live stream. That's what the market maker said. They like to tease us, but they will not give it to us. It happens every time. So if you're looking for us to come sweep that upper liquidity, I would have to bet that it will happen as soon as I end the stream. We will likely come up and take that liquidity. We have come up at SFP here a little bit, but we might be able to continue pushing. We didn't really take out that full, what is this at? This came up to 66,666. Oh, God. 66,669. Woo! 66. Yeah, this goes all the way up to 66.8. I would be waiting. We might be able to continue up here. SFP'd it on the hourly, too. Interesting. But yeah, I doubt we'll take it on live stream. Market makers don't like to do that for us. They just like to tease us. But we'll see. We'll keep a keen eye on it. But again, guys, if we don't get the sweep and the dump, I'd be looking up to 67K. 67 to 67.3. That's the next target. We'll see if we here, not here or here. So yeah, get above here. If we get the liquidation and we don't get the SFP, I'd be looking for a bing bong up into these next higher targets. Simply what I'm looking at. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. No bear div on the 4 hour. 2 hour. No bear div on the 2 hour. Check 30 minute. Potential 30 minute bear div. We'll have to see. Again, being cautious with the shorts, guys. Cautious with the shorts. Greedy with the longs. Still holding this sucker from 59K. Let's go. Shout out to Genesis. Bro, thank you for the super chat. Said, look at the Bybit 1 minute chart. Bybit 1 minute. What are we looking for, Genesis? Let's go. Let us know. Genesis, what are we looking at here? Big old wick. We got a little bear div on the got a big old wick on the 1 minute here. A little bear div. Can we take it? Should we take a little little 1 minute SFP here? Liquidity can't be unheard. Oh no, my dang ears. Let's say should we take? Oh God, she's dumping. It's the 1 minute, guys. It's the 1 minute. But we do have a potential bear div here, guys. We do have a potential bear div. May take a shot here at a scalp. A little scalp. Should we do it? Let's see. 7 minute red dot looking to print. Here we are. Taking a shot. Bada boom. Bada bing. Let's see. Bear with me here. Bear with me. Hang on. All right, let's see. Can we get the dump? Let's see. Dump it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. 30-minute bear div. If we are able to, right? Like, this is not enough in my opinion. Like a 1-minute SFP, right, would have to be like a very quick scalp. But let's see. Genesis, what are you looking at? Let's see. Yeah, shout out to Gen Z, said, don't look at Mafia pets if you don't like to see cute things. Shout out to Genesis, said, my Bybit wick went all the way to 67.3. What the heck? Well, that's the liquidity, right? That might be, let me see here. This is the Bitstamp chart. Interesting. Yeah, you went to 67.3. Interesting. Let's see here. Let me see. BTC. Let's filter it just to see Bybit. And then we will look at maybe you are looking at the USDT chart. 67.3. Yeah. So, yeah, big old wick here on the Bybit chart. Big old wick here on the USDT chart. So that is the difference, right? You got the, wow, yeah, swept that liquidity on Bybit for sure. Nice sweep up there. Nice sweep of liquidity. Nice sweep of liquidity. Let's go ahead and refresh. Yeah, shout out to Genesis. You're not crazy, bro. There you go. You're not crazy. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that is a massive difference. Yeah. So you took the liquidity here on Bybit. Got the wick up to 67.3. I mean, hey, guys, if this doesn't, I mean, I don't have the levels here. But if I pull up the levels here, the next targets, 67.3, 67.3. Pull up the macro range. Next targets between 67 and 67.3. 67 and 67.3. We don't make this stuff up, guys. We don't make this stuff up. But again, I will be treating that as a scalp. I will be treating that as a scalp until proven otherwise. But again, on this, we didn't get the full rip up there, which is interesting. But there you go. We'll see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do. 7-minute red dot about to print. 30-minute bear div. If we confirm this 30-minute bear div, we may be able to see this play. May be able to see that play. 15-minute SFP. So we did swing the high, but again, I would have liked to see the push up to the 67. Like, honestly, this set up perfectly. Like, we'll just draw a fake wick here. Let's just draw the fake wick. On Bybit, I'll be honest, this is like very close to what I would have liked to see. But we didn't get it on the USD chart. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Let's pull up XO charts real quick. Yeah, didn't get it on, this is the Bybit USD. Let's pull up the USDT. Let that load real quick. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, people tuning in. People tuning in. We're getting another spike in views here, guys. A little black coffee for the blood. Here we go. Guys, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Oh, God. I hope Bitcoin doesn't rip at 5 in the morning because I will not be up, guys. I'm going to be, like, tweaking in bed tonight. This is not fair. Shut up to Shenzhen. All right, let's see here. Holy Toledo. Let's see. Bada boom. Back in the value area. Let's check that open interest. Ooh, big liquidations. Or not liquidations, but people closing their, yeah, shorts got slapped there on the USDT pair. Shorts got spanked. Big drop in net shorts, big drop in open interest, showing you that shorts were getting slapped here, getting closed, getting liquidated, getting stopped out, getting spanked, getting liquidityed. This is some sauce. Shout out to Golden. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Yeah, we're giving the sauce here. But yeah, you can just see, guys, open interest just shows you positions opening and closing. Your net shorts and your net shorts here is just showing you that shorts are closing, and you can see your net longs aren't really closing that much. So this does show that push up could have, been, a lot of liquidations here. We'll see what happens. Down for the next 2.5 hours. Shout out to Jesse. I hope so, bro. I hope so. That was a nice flush of the liquidity on the USDT pair. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, that's what we're looking for, guys. That's what we're looking for. And we don't always get the setups like this on the Frank Candles live stream. But that was literally what we were looking for. What was the next target to the upside, guys, in the beginning of the stream? Guys, if we come up to take this high, we have that liquidity sitting there. on high block capital, visibly on the high block capital sitting here. Are we going to come up and sweep those highs? That gives us an opportunity to look for a pullback. Can we get it? We'll see. I will handle this short with care. If we get stopped out of that short, I'm letting the longs run, baby. I'm letting the longs run. This is a rare sneak peek. Typically, I am not entering the shorts like that or looking at these setups as they present themselves, but we just got the setup here. So we got to give the sauce. But we'll see. If we get stopped out, we're simply prepared to let those longs continue to run. All right, let's go ahead, and I want to check out XRP really quickly for you guys. Bada boom, bada bing. I mean, hey, if that's not sauce, guys, seeing this stuff play out in real time, absolutely unbelievable. And again, I would absolutely love to see, like, this is it. This is it. If we don't pull back from here and take that, get that bigger drop down, potentially go to 58 to 57K, we put in a higher low. Still looking for higher prices. In the meantime, like in the grand scheme of things, guys, I am looking for higher prices here. The question is, are we going to get the pullback first, or are we just going to go for it? Very hard to say. But again, I am a trader, right? So I am looking for, I'm looking to take advantage of the small moves and be prepared on either side, which we are. Shout out to the premium Discord. A baby oil company needs to take the name Liquidity, or maybe not. Shout out to Wick. Unbelievable. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Shout out to Wick589 said, this smells like a bull market. We need more super chats for random altcoins. Then we'll know 100% for sure we're up. Shout out to Wick589. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And again, guys, we only give you raw information here. I do not consider myself, although I think by technical terms I am considered an influencer, but I do not identify as an influencer. I identify as a crypto trader that is sharing my journey with the Candle Mafia, showing you guys what has worked for me in the past and giving sound information. Everything here is based off information, not based off of what I think is going to get the most clicks or trying to get my community wrecked by telling them price is going to go up when it doesn't. The only sound information here. You will notice that if you're here for a long enough time, when people are bullish, we are bearish. When people are bearish, we are bullish. There's a reason for that, and there's a reason why things play out in our manner. It's because we actually base things. We know what we're looking at on the charts. We know how these markets move. And obviously, there's great influencers or YouTubers out there, TikTokers, whatever. There's great information out there. But yeah, this is straight information. I wish I could come up here and say we're going to the moon, which again is potentially the case. We can see that happen. But if you are looking for a place to come and just hear bullish hopium, whether it's on the chart or not, you're in the wrong place. I am here to tell you exactly what I think price is going to do, because we make money on these ups, the downs, the 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 ups, and the big downs, and the big ups and the big downs, and then the little ups, little downs, the little ups, little downs. There is money to be had all over this chart, and that is all we care about. My long-term bags have been snagged with the Candle Mafia in the bear market down here with the weekly money flow in the red. This is where we bought the bottom of the bear market, and now those bags are in the green, right? So we are, so when we are on this channel looking for trades, we are looking for very specific moves up and down to capitalize on these moves. All right, let's continue on here. Shout out to VW, said Frankie's my hopium dealer. Let's go. Shout out to Quicker, said you're a trading concepts teacher. Yeah, shout out to Quicker. I hate the it's like I don't know. Like the closest I'm ever gonna get to influencer maybe is gonna be like maybe during the bull run when things are fun and like we get more attention. Like maybe we'll make a second channel for some vlog stuff. But it's not going to be like influencer stuff. I just want to like give you guys a look into my life. Maybe we'll start posting more on Instagram. Like I always say that, like more of a look into my personal life and just kind of like what I do when I'm not on the charts, which is most of the time. But yeah, none of this like, influencer. It's like cringe, honestly. Yeah, I'm not a chart nerd. Shout out to Golden. Yeah, I'm a chart nerd. I'd rather be a chart nerd than an influencer. That typical influencer. Again, I guess I technically am an influencer, but I'm not a let's see. Shout out to Golden. Mrs. Candle's hands in the chat. But yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. Let's see if we can get this continued little pullback. We'll see if we can get it. But XRP, let's open up XRP. Let's give the sauce here. We are only here to give free education and positive vibes here in the crypto community. But yeah, I mean, God, man, XRP, do me a favor. Do something, brother. Do something. Manator said pencil neck. Let's go. Shout out to the pencil neck. Shout out to crypto. Yo, speaking of good YouTubers, shout out to Crypto Face, guys. Shout out to Crypto Face. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see here. This is XRP is just and it's funny. Like this is the thing. Like you'll see my thumbnails, guys. I have nothing. Oh, let me see if I can get this camera back on. Bada boom. Come on, baby. Oh, there we go. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. We're back on, baby. Let's go. We're back in action, guys. But XRP, it's like every time it pumps, it's like $2 imminent, $2 imminent. $3, Bitcoin to XRP to 10K. And it's like anything you're going to get on this chart is, guys, we went to this level. What are we seeing? What is the next likely move? Not, oh my God, if I put XRP to 10K, I'm going to get more views. You got to play the YouTube game to a certain degree. But, here you guys are getting raw information. And we take the trades to prove ourselves, right? Like we put our money where our mouth is. But yeah, XRP, same thing as always. Doorway to higher prices, sitting between 61 to 62K. Every time we come in here, we get shot down, shot down, shot down, shot down. This is the level. You got to get above it. You got to flip it to support for a bigger move up to 83 cents based off the volume profiles, not just based off, 83 cents incoming. Flip that POC. Look for the bigger move up to the value area high at $1.21. That is what we're looking at for the big move up for XRP. But until we get above this value area, no update. There's no update here on XRP. Still got to get above that same level for that 96% pump to $1.21. It's an if this, then that. If this, then that. If this, then that. Right? Very simply put. If this, then that statement. XRP more stable than Elon. Yo, anybody see those Optimus robots? How crazy is that stuff? How crazy is that stuff? I know they were being controlled by humans, but still extremely, extremely impressive. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. XRP gonna get the candle to 589 and then say meh back to 55 cents. Yeah. If we get 10K, guys, I have a feeling if we ever go to 10K, and for anybody who's curious, here are some targets for me. XRP in a bull run. Right, which I do think we're in a bull run. When XRP gets its time, which I do think will come at some point. I'm not bearish on XRP. I'm not one of those people that say XRP is never going to go anywhere. But, this thing's just been a borf snooze fest, right? But when we do get our time here, I will say, my general predictions are sitting here right on the chart. I would say between about $5 and $14, $15-ish dollars. And this is based off technical stuff. Not, I think that we're going to go up there, right? This is based off technical targets. This is not just random information or just random lines on the chart. So that's my, conservative end, $5. Still not bad, right? That's a nice little 927% gain, and then go up to $14 for the 25X. Again, I will not be holding I have a huge XRP bag. I am not going to be looking to hold that and just not sell anything until $14, right? I will be taking profits along the way. Very important to realize, guys, this market is not about buying and then holding for your price target to sell. You don't buy here and sell here. Ideally, that's how it works, right? But if it was that easy, my back is killing me. If it was that easy to buy low and sell high, buy the bottom, sell the top, everyone would be a billionaire, right? So what you want to do, in my opinion, what I like to do is I like to have price targets along the way where I shave a little bit off. Take 10%, 20%, take 30%. Take 40%, right? Start to take a little bit off the table as you come up. That way, if you don't hit your final price target, you're not just going to get wrecked on your whole bag. You'll get stopped out in profit, just like on a regular leverage trade, right? The stuff that we teach here for the local trades, you can apply to any chart. You can apply it to the weekly, right? So if I were looking at this as a leverage trade, what would I be doing? Let's say, based off my analysis, I was looking at a long position down here, and I was looking to buy XRP, a big spot bag of XRP down here. What the heck? Holy cow, guys, don't put your stop loss that low. Good Lord, why is that like that? But yeah, if you were to take a long position here, right, a long-term long position, right, a position trade, not a scalp trade or, right, this is the 5-day. We'll go to the weekly to make it a little more obvious, right? If I were looking to buy XRP here, right, and I said, hey, I think we can go to $3. If this was a leverage trade, I'm not just going to wait till I hit final TP. I'm going to take some profit off the table at key levels of resistance, right? I might take a little off the table at 250, right? Or maybe I want to wait for it to go into price discovery, right? And I'm going to take a little off the table at about $5, right? Maybe I'm going to take a little bit off the table at $8. Maybe I'm going to take a little bit off the table at $11 and then 14 to 15, right? I am not just waiting to hit this, right? Trust me, and I speak from experience. I've done that before. It doesn't work out. I promise you, right? I've been in crypto since 2016, 2017, end of 2016. And I've gotten wrecked my fair share of times. So please learn from my mistakes. So yeah, it's the same thing with all the, if I pull up Bitcoin real quick, just to show this, right? Free sauce, guys, free sauce. If you're looking at price, right, let me pull up some actual trades that we took in the premium Discord. I'm not going to pull, I guess I'll just pull them up because I'm not going to, I'll just pull them all up, right? Like the most recent trades. I did not short here and wait to hit here to take profit. I took profit along the way. I took some profit here. I don't remember the exact levels, but I took profit along the way. I didn't just short here and sell here. That's not how trading works. That's not how you want to trade. You want to trade, get your short, get your long, right? Like even on this trade, right? I am still holding this long position, but I did not buy here and then sell here. I took money off the table. We hit a key 786 golden pocket where a lower high was going to be likely. It didn't play out, which is fine. That's how trading works. You're not going to get what you want every time, but the high probability of a lower high here. But we saw, so what did I do? I took a portion of that trade off the table. I still hold a portion of that, but why? Based off information. I held a portion of this because of what we looked at on the market updates in the live stream on Friday, right? We saw that money flow coming up. We saw that daily green dot. We saw a bunch of stuff looking like we can get the continuation, and we may want to change the plan. So I took partial profits, even though I believe this was one of the final take profits here, or I think 64.5 was the final take profit, but took partial profit off the table. And then based off my analysis, we got to a target. I took money off the table. I think it took like $2,000 off the table, right? I assessed the situation, looked like we could continue higher. So I held a portion of the trade with my stop loss at break even, right? So if we came back down, I would get stopped out in profit or at break even. I don't remember exactly where my stop loss was, but I am still holding this for continued profits, right? But the point is, I did not buy here and wait to hit this level to sell, right? I bought here. I took money off the table. I actually took money twice, I think. Right? So you have to do that on your long-term bags as well, or you're just going to wind up holding until you're back at zero. I didn't just, long here, short, long here, sell here, close the trade, right, or buy, right? You have to take those partial profits. Very important. Let's see. Yo, shout out to Wick said, Frankie Khalifa coming out. Let's go. A little bit. I don't have my glasses here, guys. But yeah. Should we? I don't know if bringing up. I still don't really know. But yeah, I think what a Wick is referring to is Mia Khalifa. I think. I don't even know. I don't even really know who she is, to be quite honest with you guys. But I think that's what he's talking about. I think she wears glasses. Yeah, you're okay. All right, I can't. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Shout out to Wick589. You're wild for that, bro. But yeah, Frankie Khalifa is crazy. Facts, #value. Shout out to VW John. But yeah, guys, very important to realize if you want to make money trading these markets. We'll see what happens if we can get the pullback here. But again, we start breaking these highs. We start closing candles, 4-hour candles above this level. We start not getting, and again, I don't know. We got that beautiful wick on the USDT chart. I don't know what exactly that means here. I don't know. Let's see. Where's the USDT? Yeah, like that's what I wanted to see, but we didn't get it on the USDT chart. I mean the USD chart. So I don't know. Maybe we run up there on the other exchanges. I'm not sure. What's the Binance chart say? Where's it at? Let's see. Binance. Yeah, Binance didn't get the run to wait, what the heck? Hang on a second. Oh, yeah. Binance got the rip up to 68K almost. So Binance hit the target too. We'll see. But again, guys, you have the key levels. You guys know what we're looking at. We tapped it. We're rejecting. If we come down, key level, value area low at 64.5, 64.6. Let's pull some key fibs. Yeah, like this is going to be a big zone if we're able to make it down there. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I'm going to be treating these shorts as scalps at first with a potential continuation to let the winner run if we get the big dump. But again, being very cautious here. If we come back up, stop me out. I am prepared for that, and I will let the long run. Very simply put. Situation that we are constantly in on this YouTube channel ever since the beginning. Simply trading with good risk management, and not only good risk management, like good profit management, right? Like if we come down, if we stop out of the long, right? Very simply put, we'll get stopped out in profit, and then the short will run. This is a lot of people say, how are you always long from the top and short from the bottom? Because we take stabs at the trades and we don't just try to hold them and YOLO trade them, right? Like we know how to manage these trades. So we'll see. If we get a significant pullback, I don't think it's unrealistic to come down to 64.8 to 64.3 to this golden pocket 786. We start losing those levels, we may be able to come back down to some lower prices, potentially coming back closer to this lower range here. But even then, you still have some fibs here. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's kind of the first major level of support is going to be this zone here between 64.9 and 64.3, 64.350. First major zone, lose that. I'd probably look to get into this 63.6, 62.9, and then after that, really, we'll have to reassess the situation. We have to. Right now, I am not really trying to make any huge calls right now. Like I said, like when we are on a roll, when the signals are clear, we know what to look for. But right now, I'm being very cautious on the shorts and covered on the short. Shout out to 12 Big. Tons of orders in the book above. Oh baby, is she gonna pamp? Let's see. Shout out to V-Sun. You're an OG. Absolutely. Oh yeah, shout out to Ken. Great question, bro. We actually did show this in the beginning of the stream, but yes, absolutely. You guys are funny. Sorry, I have OCD with this, guys. I have to click all of these or I lose my mind. But yeah, I'll actually just show you perfect example in the dining room. This is where we. I don't even have to pull up the actual premium. But in the dining room, the freemium section of the Discord, come in here to unlock access if you want to get in. This is what they look like, right? Actually, you know what? I'll just pull up the premium. Let me pull up the premium. I just don't want to leak anything like current because I don't want to leak any premium sauce, right? So this is what I'll just walk you through some of the older trades, right? This is what we do. Well, it's early. We look for this earlier than that, but we'll just say starting here, right? We came down to a key level. We see the bullish confirmations, but we have this set up on the chart before price gets down to the level. We have the setup and we say, hey, if we get down here, we are looking for these confirmations. If we get those confirmations, I'm looking to take the trade up to this level for this reason. For this specific example, we looked to take this as a scalp long. Everyone gets bullish, but we knew that this golden pocket 786 was the next place for a likely lower high and a continuation to the downside. We also knew we had liquidity sitting below these lows. So we got the scalp, played out in full to about 63 to 64.4, which was that zone of resistance that we were looking for the short. And what happens? We get in. This was, again, I will show you. Let me actually pull this up because this almost played out perfectly. I've actually shown this a bunch of times. Actually, I think because this is not a signals group. This is not where, I'm going to come in and say, buy Bitcoin right now, sell Bitcoin right now. That's not how we roll. I teach you how to be an actual trader. But we look for that push up here, right? And then we look for a short position back down to take these lows into our next long setup, which was sitting here, right? So right here, we took that long. This is this long. We took it, but the idea was, hey, let's get the ride up to 63.5 or 64.4 and then look to take the short back down into this long setup, right? Move time forward. This is the chart I was talking about. You take the scalp long up to 64.4 and then a move back down to the POC for another potential long situation or long possibility. And then if we lose the POC, we'll look for 57 to 58K. But what happens? We get the bounce right to 64.4. We took the long right in, right? Again, like real time here, 63.9 to 64.4. Or I'm sorry, it's hard to say because all these numbers are squished. But yeah, we get the long up into this value area high, this short zone where we had this short setup, right? Price rides up. Right into the zone. That was final TP, and we flip short. We get the confirmations to flip short. Hey, guys, I'm seeing the bearish confirmations, taking a stab at the short for the move back down. And then the short, you get the scalp into the short for the play out to the back to the downside, right? And then where are we looking for price to go? We're looking for price to come back into the POC. Again, right? Takes time to see that setup come in. Price dumps down. Short plays out beautifully. We come down to the POC. That's a different trade. That was a little scalp. Let me pull it up. Here we are, approaching the level, looking for those confirmations, taking the long. Take the long, and we're in, right? And that is the long, continuing up to this value area high / golden pocket at 61.5. That was technically final TP, but then we let the winner run, and we are in the situation. Little video update for the Discord. Continue to let that winner run, right? But again, where was that TP at, right? That final TP was up here at 61 to 61.4, right? That's where you look to take a little off the table, let the winner run. You take it off the table, let the winner run. And again, based off very specific things, such as money flow on the 80-minute coming up here, right? 1 hour money flow coming up, might be able to continue up to 63.2, higher prices. Take that profit, let the winner run. What happens? The winner runs, right? There you go. There's a little bit of the sauce in the premium Discord. And just to pull up our range here, right? This is what we were looking at. Let me hide this. Let me hide the 67K range. Just to show, right? Up to that value area high. I'll even pull up that lower, the lower range is there, right? Take profits off the table. Might be able to run up to this golden pocket 786, right? This is the context of that post. Value area high, take it off the table, flip it, look up to the golden pocket at 62,194 or the 786 at 63.2. What happens? We get up, golden pocket at 60. Actually, hang on. Yeah. Is that it? Hang on. Yeah, 62.2. Yeah, I'm tripping. 62.2, 786 at 63.2. 786 at 63.2. Bada boom, bada bing, right into those zones. And then that was a very key area of resistance. Whoops. Very key area of resistance, right? But we saw those signals, money flow coming up, things that made us potentially change our plan for the bigger short to continue to play out. Look for the continuation up, and we get the bigger move. So there you go. There you go. That is what we're looking at, guys. That is what we're looking at. Shout out to Wick589 said, I think this is because of the Russell 2000. Yeah, so as you guys know, if you don't know what the Russell 2000 is, let me pull up, right, so if you don't know, it's RTY, but if you don't know what the Russell 2000 is, it is basically like the, it's almost like Total 3 for, or others. It's almost like others for the stock market, right? So this this covers the, like lower cap stocks, right? So it's like kind of like tracking the altcoin market, but you're tracking like lower cap stocks. So yeah, oftentimes when you see this breakout, it's, when we see this breakout, it's typically when you see like somewhat correlated to altcoins ripping, right? So yeah, and like just kind of correlated to crypto in general. So like every time we get like expansions here, you see 2020, huge move up in the Russell. That's the 2021 bull run, right? Huge move down on the Russell here. In 2021, 2022, that's the bear market, right? And then we wind up getting a move back up. So yeah, like once we see this go into a big move, that is probably where you're going to see the altcoins really, really start to rip. And we do have a weekly green dot on the Russell. Monthly red dot about to print, but that weekly green dot on the Russell here. We'll see if this could give us a bigger move on the altcoins. And again, like I've been saying, like Tia, a lot of these altcoins on the 2-day look very bullish. So there you go. Shout out to Golden, bro. Let's get it. Thank you so much for that super chat, bro. $100 on the super chat from Golden. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. He said, bro, people have no idea how lucky they are tonight. Pure fire stream. Shout out to Golden. Guys, smash that like button if you're finding value in this. And again, hopefully that answers your question about the premium Discord. That's how it's set up. I like to be very clear. It is not, hey guys, long right now. All right, guys, I'm getting out close. We have those setups ahead of time. We set our traps and we wait for price to approach those traps to then take the trades. If we do not get the confirmations in the trap, we do not take the trade. Very simply put, if you want a free trial, I consider it, but it doesn't end. If you want the free trial, the endless free trial into the premium, like I said, that long that we're in right now was posted here in the premium, in the freemium dining room. Just come on here to unlock access. If you already have a trading account on one of our exchange affiliates, you already get access to this. But if not, you can check the links in the description down below. We have a few different, we only have a few days left for the Blowfin deal, so check that out. It does end on October 17th, I believe, is the day to get $1,500 up to $1,500 in bonuses, depending on how much you deposit. You have to deposit to get it up to October 17th. So you guys have a few days left. There's only a few spots left. So if you want to get the deal, get into the free trial here, or not free. It's not really a trial. It's just like one free premium post per day, one free premium post per week. And then in the premium, we do it every day. I walk you guys through everything step by step, video updates. 2 live streams a week, Monday and Friday, getting ready for the week of trading and wrapping up the day of week of trading on Friday live streams. And there you go. We don't win them all. We lose trades too. It's not 100%. Don't expect to come in here and get rich overnight. That's not how it works. Trading is hard. It takes a lot of dedication and hard work and mental discipline to become profitable. But we teach you all this in the premium Discord. Go check it out if you guys are interested. But with all that being said, guys, shout out to the CandleMafia. I think that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate everybody tuning in and sticking around till the end. Learned so much in the last 6 months. Shout out to David. And guys, don't feel if you're not ready to take your trading to the next level, if you don't have the money to spend on the premium, just understand there is so much free value on this YouTube channel for free. I give away so much free sauce here, so don't feel like get in the free Discord. I'm getting the premium Discord. Get in the free Discord. I'm not just trying to shill my stuff on you guys. That's not what I'm about. I want to help as much as I can, and so don't sleep on the free value here. This is basically a free trading course on this YouTube channel. It's not organized. It's not easy to find all the information for exactly what you're looking for, but it's all here. And the beginner series, we will be making our next beginner series video. Hopefully, I can shoot it tomorrow and upload it on Wednesday for you guys. If you're new here, start in that beginner series to understand how to set up your charts, read candlesticks, and then again, go to the tutorial section. Just watch through everything, guys. We have so much free value here. I have like 1,200 videos on this channel, and all of it is valid. So go check it out. And with all that being said, guys, I think that is shout out to Wick 589 said Frankie's the most charitable person ever. Shout out to Wick 589. Learn, practice, then go in for the real. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Golden. Thanks for the sauce. Shout out to Fabian. Shout out to Peace Walker. What is going on, bro? Shout out to Rag Capital, Golden, Mike Bennett. Shout out to K Diggity and all the goats out there. Shout out to you guys. Go hit that Mafia Pet section. If you guys got a bird, cat, lizard, I don't care what it is, drop it in the Mafia Pets. Get in the free Discord. That's all I got. We'll check in tomorrow again with you guys, and hopefully I can continue to light the way with this candlestick. Light the way with this candle and help you guys understand where price is going to go next. And we don't get it right all the time, but we get it right most of the time. I'll see you guys next time. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Look what's next for me, Joe. I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Stay on for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Yo, Frankie Khalifa is crazy, Wick. I just tried to find my glasses, but I couldn't find them in time. But yeah, it is Frankie Khalifa is crazy, guys. If you Google Mia Khalifa, make sure you keep it G-rated because it'll get dirty real quick. We almost got banned on YouTube here. But yeah, shout out to Wick 589 and Tyler Durden. Yo, I think Tyler Durden's trying to rug us, guys. Shout out to the mods, guys. Tyler's got stuff to do. I got to get out of here. Asta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy. On the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, And it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to